Okay, I am making this video in respect of those of you that used to ask questions, that used to confuse about traditional marriage and white wedding. Let me tell you, traditional marriage is accepted by God. It's a command from God. What do we mean by traditional marriage? When the biological parent of the lady you marry accepted the dowry from you, automatically your marriage have been documented with God. Your marriage have been signed with God. When you marry a lady without the concept of her parent or the representative from her family, automatically the wedding you do is in vain. Come to the area of white wedding. White wedding is a copy marriage. It's a borrowed marriage. We copy it from Western world. Why do the body of Christ accept white wedding in Africa? We Africa, we accept it in the sense that we do wedding in the church. It's a means of dedicating your marriage to God. But I tell you a mystery, it's a double marriage. When you do traditional marriage and you do white wedding, automatically it's a double marriage. Because that white wedding you are doing after your traditional marriage is what other people do as their tradition of marriage. You don't need to trouble yourself because of white wedding. Because it's a borrowed marriage from Western world. When you do your traditional marriage, you are good to go. Do not trouble yourself. And if any church trouble you because of white wedding, they still cover that church eye. They still cover that pastor eye. They have a long way to go. I tell you a mystery. White wedding is a borrowed marriage. What is recorded in the Bible is dowry. Let me tell you. The book of Genesis chapter 34, verse 11 to 12 say, Shechem said to her parents and her brethren, ask me ever so much dowry and gift I will give, but let me find favor in your eye. Give me the dancer as a wife. So, what is acceptable in the body of Christ is dowry. When you pay your wife dowry, do not trouble yourself for white wedding. Okay, this is where you know that white wedding is a borrowed marriage. Number one, nobody do white wedding without traditional marriage, which both parents hand over their daughter to you. But when you do white wedding without traditional marriage, automatically all your effort, all your white wedding is in vain, is not acceptable. If you are living together with your wife and your husband with only white wedding, you are committing fornication. And if you die, straight to hell. White wedding without traditional marriage, without dowry payment, is in vain. You waste your time. But when you do traditional marriage without wedding, it's acceptable. Do not be confused. Be contented with your traditional marriage, which the parent of your wife hand over to you. Thank you.